Hey guys, Miles from Team Heritage here, and today we're bringing you a very special deck profile. We're going to be profiling you the special format we play, where we only use cards from the Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders, and the Forbidden Memories game, but the only card we use in that is Metamorph. And every card is at 1, which is what makes it so special and so much fun. We've been playing this format for about 2 years now. Literally every person we've played it with walks away saying, oh, I want to go build that deck. Oh, let me know when you're here again, we want to play. Like, everyone loves this format. It's so just... If you love the anime and you love, like, Builder's Kingdom and all that, then you'll love, like, playing this deck. It's so much fun. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So yeah, 40 different cards, so it's going to take a little bit, but yeah. So, starting off the deck, we have Summon Skull. He's the only tribute summon in the deck, and he is the biggest monster in the deck. And what is great about him is that sometimes if you just summon him, and your opponent can't answer him, then it can just be game like that. There are a lot of ways to out monsters, but if they don't have it, then Summon Skull is just getting you all that advantage, beating over everything. So the deck's split up into quite a few like roles, I guess you could say. So Summon Skull is the biggest beater, but now for the actual like normal summonal beaters, we have Yugioh, Dark Elf, Lajin and 7-Colored Fish, Batalox and Neo, and then we have Muka Muka. So you've got 2 17 beaters, 2 18 beaters, and then the slightly special ones. Muka Muka, he's the latest addition to this deck. This format is perfected now. No cards will change likely ever again. We do believe this is perfection now. Not perfection for making the best deck. It probably is the best deck in this format, but it's also the most fun, most enjoyable. So Muka Muka, very basic effect. For every card in your hand, he gains 300 attack and defense. So when you, if you go first and then summon him, he's 21. If you go second, it doesn't matter, he's still 21. But if you're able to keep him in the field, he'll go to 24. And like he's just such a big beater. And like Summon Skull, if they don't have the answer to him, Muka Muka can just be swinging, getting you loads of advantage. And then we've got Dark Elf. Basic card, you have to pay 1,000 life points to attack with her. So you don't want to be doing too many attacks, but she's 2k, so it's really big. And then Yugioh, the risky boy. So every time you declare an attack, you have to call a dice roll or heads or tails. And if you get it right, everything's fine. The attack goes through. If you call it wrong, the attack still goes through, but you lose half your life points, which can be absolutely massive. Life points have never meant so much in this format. Like it's so scary being on low life points. Like when you're on 8,000 life points, you're like, oh, it's chill. I can't be OTK'd. But when you start hitting like those 3,000 or below, it's like, oh, I could be killed, or like a combo of like Change of Heart or Once Reborn or something like that. So, and then for the defenders, we have Giant Shoulder Stone, Aquamador, and Wall of Illusion. Now, once again, I think if you was going to make this deck the most competitive, you'd probably play like Mystic Elf and more 2k defenders. But the 2k defenders do make it really boring, so we only limit it to 2. These are the 2 biggest beaters for the defenders as well. And then Wall of Illusion is pretty cool. Whenever it's attacked, whatever monster attacked it gets bounced back to the hand. So being 1850 as well is huge, because it means there's only 4 monsters that can actually be over this without like support. So that's the defenders. Then we've got the duo, Sangan and Witch. Don't need to explain them, everyone knows what these do. It's really cool to play with these in the format. And yeah, they just dig for what you need. And then personally, my 2 favourite cards in this format, White Magical Hat and Masked Sorcerer. Very basic. Whenever they do damage, this one discards a card from your opponent's hand. This one draws you a card. So it's all about advantage. Having that card advantage in this format is so important. And these 2 are just really good. Like, they come up so much. Yeah, like all you have to do is literally like, a Fisher, summon this, attack. You're starting to gain advantage. So it can get out of hand. And then for the flip effect monsters, we've got Big Eye, the original Big Eye. When he's flipped, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you can put back in any order you want. We've got Masked Sorcerer. When he's flipped, you can add back a trap. Trap Master, when he's flipped, you must target a set card on the field, a set spell or trap. Flip it over. If it's a trap, you can destroy it. If it's a spell, you just set it again. So, if you're the only one that has back row, you can end up popping your own back row, so you do have to be careful. Man-Eater Bug, when he's flipped, pop a monster. Magician of Faith, when she's flipped, add a spell. So, yeah. That is it for the monsters. I believe it's 20 monsters. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 20 monsters. Now, for the spells. So, we're going to go through the power spells. These are the spells you want to be adding back when you activate Magician of Faith and stuff, because these are all just the broken cards of the format, believe it or not. Swords of Ring Light, absolutely crazy card. Like, being able to stop your opponent from attacking you for 3 turns is mad, especially when you combo it with like a Dark Horror or a Geki at the end of it. It's absolutely crazy. And the only back row maneuver in this format is Heavy Storm, so it makes back row so much more fun when there's only one way to remove it. And obviously everyone loves like pro setting the Storm and getting that off. It's always fun. Then we've got Monster Reborn, simple reborn a monster. Very, very, very big card in this format. The two clearers, we've got the Dark Hole and the Regeki. Regeki's arguably the best card in this format. It gains you so much advantage, it's so powerful. And Dark Hole is almost the same. So nice to play with this. Change of Heart. When you activate Change of Heart and Magician of Faith, it's just the best feeling in the world. And it's really easy to read people with this format. You can kind of guess what they're saying, and because you have exactly the same deck, when you check the grave, you know exactly what they have left in their deck. So it's really, really cool. So using like a knowledgeable Change of Heart and actually like having like an estimate of what that set card's going to be, like if you can tell it's a Magician of Faith and you can take it, it's just absolutely huge. And then Pot of Greed, believe it or not, this isn't a power card. This isn't what you want to be adding back Magician of Faith. If you're normally doing this, then you're probably going to lose. Unless obviously you have like no cards, and it's kind of fair enough, but you always really want to be adding back one of these big power spells. So, and we got the monster removal as well. We got Tribute to Doom, discard a card, destroy a card. So it is good because it gets rid of a problem card, but say discarding a card is quite a hefty cost in this format, but it's definitely needed. Fisher, destroy the weakest attack monster your opponent controls. Most of the time they only have one monster or two, so you can attack over one and then clear the other one, so it's pretty good. Then we got card destruction. This can be huge sometimes. Like if you start the duel and you activate this, you can, and that's normally when it's best to activate it. You're just YOLOing it, hoping like you're going to hit a bunch of power spells and traps out of your opponent's hand. So it can literally just cripple your opponent. Or when when you attack and they activate Magician of Faith and they add back that Regeki or something, you can just change card destruction out of your hand. Or if you've bricked, you can just activate it, discard a bunch of like dead cards and try and draw something better. The next card I've just dropped on the floor is Stimpack. No one knows what this card does. I love this card, it's so funny. Literally just equip it to your monster, it gains 700 attack, and then during each of your standby phases it loses 200. But it's the best like equip spell. You have like Sword of Deep-Seated, but that keeps returning back to the top of your deck, which you don't want. So this is just a quick buff to beat over monsters. This card's actually really important. I mean, I suppose you could equip it to your opponent's monster. That's never happened before because that's just too cute and it takes too long to make him lose attack. But yeah, I suppose you could do that. Okay, now for traps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that was 11 spells and we got 9 traps. So the biggest, the baddest, the best trap, Mirror Force. You have to be really careful. If you can get a +1 with this, it's absolutely amazing. Not much more to say about Mirror Force. It's just a crazy good card. And then we have Waboku. Waboku is actually the safest card in this format. When you have a Waboku, is when you're probably going to feel the most safe. It's like Heavy Storm and nothing, like Trapmaster. It doesn't matter. If you have this set, it means you can't die that turn, essentially. So it's actually really, really nice to have this set. Trap Hole. When in normal summon a monster, if it has a more than 1,000 attack, you can destroy it. The most upsetting thing in the world is when you get like Regeki'd or Dark Hold, or they've cleared all your monsters, and then they normal summon this. You can just tell, you can easily tell when you normal summon this, you can tell if they have Trap Hole or not, because they look sad and they go to grab it and they're like, oh wait, I can't activate it. So that's like the best feeling. So Trap Hole. And then for the attack buffers, we've got Reinforcements. Give your monster 500 attack points for that turn. And then Metamorph. Everyone gets confused and doesn't know how this card works. It's pretty simple. So you equip it to a monster. It gains 300 attack and defense permanently, and whenever your monster attacks a monster, it gains half of that monster's attack for that battle. So yeah, it's just a way to beat over literally everything. So it's really, really good. And then for the counter traps, there's 3 of them. We've got 7 Tools of the Bandit. This card's so strong. Pay 1,000 life points, negate a trap. Magic Jammer. Once again, you have to discard a card to activate this, so it is a heavy cost, but it does it just negates the activation of a spell. And that is also really, really strong because obviously there are some really, really powerful spells in this format. And then Solemn Judgment. When you're activating Solemn Judgment for like 100 life points, it's broken. When you're activating it for 4,000, that is such a bloody cost in this format. But you know, you can add this back with like Mask of Darkness and stuff. And when like you're using 2 Solemn Judgments, it's like pretty OP. And then for the final card, if there was a ban list, this card would be banned because arguably it's the most unfair card in this deck, especially when you open it and you're able to like use it straight away. Robin Goblin. So for those of you that don't know what this does, each time you're pretty much each time any of your monsters inflict damage to your opponent. So even if they attack your set 2k defender and they take damage, any way your monster deals damage to your opponent, they discard a card from their hand. So if you, literally like one of the best plays is when you set this and this and they attack, they flip it, they take some damage, they lose a card. Your turn, you activate like a Fisher, get rid of their monster, switch it to attack, normal summon something else, attack. That's 3 cards they've now lost. So it can be so huge. Like things can just get really bad really quick with this card. And then also a lot of people will start setting their like back row. And then obviously if you just go heavy storm and clear it all, like it's absolutely mad. Like this card is just so good. So yeah, that is the deck. Honestly, try it out. You will love it. I guarantee you. Also, if you ever see anyone from Team Heritage at an event, especially me, always feel free to come ask to play this format of us. I always have 2 decks on me. Currently, I'm building 2 more. That way, I'll have 4 decks on me. Yeah, maybe we can make it interesting. Play for some entry packs. I don't know. You know, just have fun. Like this format is so much fun. Try it out. Stay tuned because next year, January, we're going to be doing a big announcement involving this, and that should be a lot of fun. Hopefully, people get behind it. But other than that, enjoy your Christmas, enjoy playing the format, and if you have any other cool formats, let us know in the description, in the comments. And yeah, that is it. I'm rambling on. Yeah, have a good Christmas, everyone. Okay, until next time. Bye.